Hello Bits and Bones, my name is Slady and welcome to my channel. Before I get into the video, I'd like to give an announcement. So today's is a shout out to an artist that I am just absolutely obsessed with. I kind of wanted to save them until closer to Halloween, but their shit is just so adorable and I might shout them out again because I cannot get enough of it, and if you follow me on my Instagram story, you'll know that. So I just love to give a huge shout out and embrace to Guild of Calamity. Their work is here. Here they do stickers, pins, I'm not sure if they do prints, but I just love all of it. It's all so freaking cute. And if you think it's adorable too, definitely check them out. Buy some of their merch, support them, tell them that I have a huge crush on their artwork. A link to their account will be in the description below. So today we're going to be reviewing the movie Swallow. And no, it's not the porn you're thinking of. The whole video is spoilers, so if you're interested in watching it, click away and go watch it after my one-sentence summary. Swallow is a movie about a woman named Hunter who develops a form of Pica disease after she becomes pregnant. That's it. If you haven't heard of Pica, as most people know it from the show My Strange Addictions, it's the compulsion to eat inedible objects. Apparently, dirt and flaky paint are the most common obsessions people develop, but the character Hunter focuses on hard objects, sometimes shiny, but she says metallic things are the most pleasing. Swallow is marketed as a psychological thriller, but I'd classify it as a character study. A lot of people found the movie very, very uncomfortable, which speaks to its amazing cinematography. It wants to make you crawl in your own skin watching Hunter ingest things that normal people, no, humans should not eat. Honestly, I wasn't very off-put by it, but I'm also fucked up. I was more interested in why. Why did the disease manifest in Hunter so late in life and at a very specific point, aka when she got pregnant? Getting pregnant was basically the final nail in her coffin. She's married to a normal, boring business guy from a well-off family. She doesn't have to work, so she takes on projects and lives around his schedule, providing him food and comforts. Now, this life isn't terrible. We can see that as viewers, but Hunter clearly doesn't feel fulfilled. She doesn't have anything exciting to look forward to, and since she's in a position that has her taken care of, deviating from the norm and dissatisfying her husband runs her the risk of losing the life that's been able to make it so easy for her. Play the good wife, have the baby, don't worry about a thing. And the reason I don't consider this a thriller is because the stakes weren't life or death, although technically if she messed up and ate the wrong thing, that could happen. It was more dissatisfied mediocrity versus earnest struggle. And it makes sense if you see it from Hunter's perspective that the risk for her is everything. She's losing a husband and taking on a family she will never win in court against, because she'll be left with nothing. The question is whether it's worth it. I liked that the characters around Hunter felt very real. Their reactions to things were understandable, not overdramatic, and in the end always pointed to their own ideals of her life over their care for her genuine well-being, which is a stifling environment to try and live in. Although part of them did care for Hunter, she was more of a pawn to them. In their mind, she owed them too much, having married into a family as a commoner, to have the right to demand more from her life. And that's where the Pica comes in. Hunter starts compulsively eating because it gives her a sense of control. It gives her power overcoming things that she should not eat, and some are very dangerous to eat, of course, like batteries. And it was moving to see Hunter's quest for self-worth, apart from her husband, come down to something she suppressed her whole life, feeling like a mistake born from an act of rape. If you want to self-actualize, there's a lot of unpacking you have to do before you can get there, and it's hard and often unpleasant. What stuck with me most from Swallow was the end shot. Hunter decides to take control of her life, leave her husband no matter the cost, and have an abortion because she never wanted to be a mother, she was just doing it because it was expected of her. Hunter seeks help, takes a pill, dispels of her would-be baby in the public washroom, and leaves. But the shot lingers on the bathroom. It overlooks the mirrors, and for a good minute or so, you can watch dozens of women come and go. And that was just a really powerful visual message about how all women are fighting their own battle, and an abortion in a public washroom is much more commonplace than we're willing to admit. Just like how we sacrifice our happiness for others because it's expected of us, and how damaging that is and hard to escape. Swallow wasn't a riveting movie, but it was definitely moving, and had a lot of subtle things to say about lives like Hunter's. You're made to feel guilty because anyone else would kill to have that, but at the same time, it's not what you wanted. You can't reason through feelings of unfulfillment. I've tried. It don't work. So Swallow gets a solid B+. I think it lost a couple marks for me because I went in expecting to be more grossed out. Like I said, I just didn't get hit with it like other people did. It was a great movie that had its story to tell, but it wasn't a thriller as I would define it. There were stakes that I can personally understand where Hunter doesn't want to lose what she has entirely to get something more, but to make it tense when she's running away from her husband's family trying to commit her, we needed an in-movie reference for how bad the situation would really be. Does she remember a time when her life was hard? Being forced to have a baby is terrible, but it's also disconnected from the life she already wants to escape, which is just mediocrity. Some of us will get the stakes, and others will shrug it off as Hunter being dramatic. So if you've watched Swallow, let me know what you thought about the movie. I, again, think it was really great. It just wasn't absolutely perfect. If you did watch it and you got completely grossed out by the Pica disease and things getting eaten that shouldn't be, then let me know which one grossed you out the most, because I'm very curious, since I did not experience that. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. I try to put out content once a week, but if you'd like to help increase my output of content, be that YouTube or writing, you can support me on Patreon. I'll link it in the description below. I'd also like to thank my current patrons on screen. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!